Yes, they know. If these miracles are real, why don't they go to the hospitals to do it?
Thank you.
Why don't they go to the hospitals to do it?
All right, let's play this and then
People don't ask common sense questions. It's like,
okay, let's do this. This will be the last time, yeah. Oh, what happened? Wait. Why did that happen? Wow, look at these people sending. Look at the super chats. One person sent how much? Look at all the monies these people are sending.
Oh, I need a share. Oh,
Jerry Eze now.
Yes, I did my share. They said we are making him famous.
Anita Nan, £299, and she puts my tithe. Pay your tithe through YouTube to Jerry Eze. I've not said.
Have your parents eaten? Before. That's the question I want to ask. Have your parents eaten? Because a lot of these people will abandon their parents and needy relatives to be reaching pastors.
Oh my goodness! All right, oh God! I'm just. My goodness, your tithe. You pay your tithe to YouTube. YouTube will take their own commission before it gets to. Since when did we start paying tithe like this? Since when did we start paying tithe like this? Anyway, let's do this and then. Oh my God, man! You know what? I'm not even going to try and. I'm not going to try and understand.
Hydrocele. Yes, sir. I told you she has received her healing. Yes, sir. So when people are here, your mom was receiving her own at home. Yes, sir. Somebody who is in the is receiving something. The woman is 6 years old. When he was 2 years, he had hydrocele. Feeling in the scrotal sac. The scrotal sac is always very big. But you were in
how the female is always very big.
Disappeared. I have examined this scrotum. I was going to ask you. Yes. You are a consultant pediatrician. Did you examine him? This is the mother. I took him to the corner. I unpulled the trouser. I examined. He flipped over there. The mother said he used to be very big. Flip with flip for the past 4 years. For the past 4 years. The fluid in the scrotus just disappeared. And you say God will not come through for you now. He is 15 years. For the past 4 years, he has not been able to drink water, and water will go through. He has been to Lagos State University Hospital, and he was diagnosed of achalasia with a breach in the continuity of the esophagus. With dilatation of the esophagus, he has not been able to drink water for the past 4 years. What does that mean? Papa, I'm saying that the esophagus, where food goes through.
Please listen, guys, listen, please. Pediatrician consultants, okay? Please listen.
Drink water for the past 4 years. What does that mean? Papa, I'm saying that the esophagus, where food goes through, there is a breach in the continuity. So when he wants to drink water, the water will hook him at the esophagus, at the throat. So last year he went for a surgery, a laparoscopic surgery, and then what has been happening continued. This year he was told that he will come back for a second surgery. I have all the evidence. I have the diagnosis. I have the test results. As we were ministering, Papa, he started drinking water, and he just observed that he can drink water. 4 years.
Then the next one that we showed is that lady in the with the big what do you call it? The big gas canister. Anyway, Genga, are you there? Wow. Genga, are you there? And then we can after Binga, we can just take our time and have this conversation. Now we'll be done for tonight. Binga, oh. Binga.
Is he sleeping?
No, I think it's a network thing.
Esophagus. What is the name of that condition? What is the name of it again now? Alkalasia.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go and check it out. What's alkalasia? Right. So let's
say alkalasia of the esophagus. It will tell you that it's gastric reflux, the acids in the stomach. That's what it is.
Alkalasia.
In a sane
stomach
country.
acid is sorry, go on, Ollie.
In a sane country.
Ollie, just 1 second. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It says here that achalasia is a rare esophageal disorder that prevents food, not drink. It prevents food from entering this. It occurs when the smooth muscle fibers in the esophagus. Okay, it occurs when the smooth muscle fibers in the esophagus fails to relax, causing the lower esophageal sphincter to remain closed. Symptoms include difficulty swallowing, food getting stuck in the esophagus, regurgitation. Oh, I think my friend has got this thing. Chest pain, weight loss, and cough. There is no cure for achalasia, but treatments can help manage the symptom.
What are the treatments?
There is no cure, but treatment can help manage.
Yeah, and because when I read it, what I got when I searched it up, it told me that it's gastric reflux. It's that gastroenter whatever GERD, that disease, right? And you take antacids, omeprazole, Gaviscon, Reni, those things. They help with that.
So it says here that there's no cure, but some medicines can help, right? Some treatments can help. Your doctor will talk to you about the risks and benefits of the different treatment options. Well, medical people, you people failed to include that your doctor will talk to you about the risk and benefits of different treatment options. But their doctors also need to talk to them about going to places like NSPPD. The risks of
remember she said the boy had laparoscopy. That's when they put a camera down.
May I just be allowed to say one or two things because it's late. I requested to talk because I made some comments and people are trying to throw around some words. I'm not gonna banter words with anybody.
Hi, Susan.
Christiana, and I happen to be a nurse, so I have a slight idea. Actually, I'm a Nigerian trained nurse and I'm a UK trained nurse. In the UK, I am a critical care nurse. So I have fed people with NG tube over and over. And by the way, people who are very unwell don't even have to be fed just through NG tube. If the esophagus has got a very tight structure that the very tiny NG tube can't pass through, then an opening can be created that goes straight into the stomach or some part of the intestine. So what we do is there will be a slight opening on the skin of the stomach, which we clamp and we feed them through it. I am not a member of Jerry Eze's church. I am not interested in his church. Well, once in a while, I join his prayer session, but I am not carried away by any testimonies. But I only scrolled through and met you discussing something related to medicine. So I even thought it's medical people gathered and talking. That was why I waited until I heard this thing about achalasia and esophagus and whatever. I do not know the woman that was testifying, but it seems she is from the southeast part of Nigeria. So cultural tone, the way they speak in Southeast could come into the way she pronounced things. To be honest, I have not fully listened to what she has got to say because I was dropping off to sleep before I came across this. So she could have pronounced esophagus in any way.
But you've been in the comments for such a long time, Christiana.
Sorry?
You've been in the comments for such a long time for someone who's been about to doze off or someone who didn't hear what
because I requested to talk because I made a comment and then people were like, do you have sense? Have you seen it?
Christina, can I ask you a question?
Why?
Christina,
do you mind if I just quickly land?
Wait, hold on. You went in line.
Please let her finish.
Okay.
Please let her finish so that we know where she's going. Right?
Right.
So far, so good. She has not landed. I don't know what the issue really is. So I want to know what the issue is. Please go on.
Two issues. First, let me clarify what I meant when I interjected about how a person who can't feed through mouth could be fed. That was the one part I've tried to explain, that the fact that someone has got esophageal stricture, it might not even be achalasia. It could be patients with severe burns that can't swallow food for a long time. So the stricture can be that it has a tiny space that would still allow NG tube to pass through. And even if that is not the case, you can pass straight into the stomach by passing the esophagus, or you can pass straight into the duodenum. So it won't pass through the nose at all or in through the esophagus. That is one. The second is the fact that we have different views, different opinion doesn't say we should say things like, where is your sense and things like that. I don't think that is polite enough. We could hear our views differently. It doesn't mean that I'm supporting Jerry Eze. No, I don't attend this.
The question is,
Nigeria.
Diagnose.
Just 1 second. Please, I'm sorry. I need to do this. So as a medical professional that you are, would you recommend that people take their children suffering with this kind of condition to a place like this Jerry Eze place?
No, of course they should go to the hospital. Mm-hmm. But one other thing I have not mentioned is I'm also a nurse lecturer in the UK. One of the subjects I teach is person-centered care. A patient has got different aspects to himself. And because they've got a medical condition and they come to our care, doesn't mean that we should only treat them through the medical model. I, as a nurse, will discharge my duties caring for them in the hospital, but I do not take away their spiritual aspect as well. I would treat them. I would encourage them to come seek care in the hospital. But if that patient also wants to meet their spiritual need, if that would help them resolve their psychological problems, by all means, they are free to go.
So you believe that God can heal people of all the diseases that you are in the hospital helping what you are doing in the hospital, you believe that God can heal all those people of those ailments?
Yes, God can. Yeah, because there are several things. I am in the UK. Excuse me, please. We have situations where we think we have the best of the treatments available.
Hold on. If God can cure all the people that you are looking after there, all the people, right? You will be out of a job. You will not have a job, right? Because God will just come through and just heal everybody. But, that aside, it worries me when I hear professionals start talking about, healing and all these things, right? It starts to, it poses issues. But
then they get angry when I ask if they've got sense. This is a whole nurse lecturer coming to tell us that a God whose existence has not been proven can heal all diseases.
You see, the
I'm
question,
sure
let her
many
finish.
patients
Let
have
her-
analyzed on her watch.
finish. Let her finish, then you can ask her question. Please finish what you're saying.
she's on mute. Christina, can you unmute yourself and answer, please? She's on mute. I'm just
Okay,
keen.
she's
I'm keen to see.
Am I
I'm
on
keen-
mute? Did you say?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, you
go
were.
on.
Okay.
Oh, let's hear
Oh,
you.
so sorry about that. So I was trying to say, even though I am a Christian, even when I have a Muslim patient, I still tolerate their views, because sometimes we are in situations that is beyond what we think our mind can bear. Sometimes all what we can do in the medical field is our best. Sometimes our best is not enough. And that is when people run to superior powers they think they've got. I'm not going to stop anyone from doing that, in as much as they do not stop me from discharging my duty. Once you come to the hospital and you consent to me taking care of you, then I give my best, but I do not stop you from seeking whatever spiritual
Okay, the
authority you
condition that
think you
is being
have.
listed, can that child be healed? Can that child be cured medically?
I am not a pediatrician. I am not
Yeah, but you're a trained
anybody
nurse
surgical.
and
I
a
am
lecturer.
telling you that, yes, I am a registered nurse and I have a limit of my competence. I am a critical care nurse. I take care of people of ventilator and things like that. That is what I am trained to do. I am not trained to diagnose or to treat achalasia or whatever. I am a general nurse. I have a general idea of what these things are, but
Okay,
I
with your
am not trained to
hold on now,
diagnose.
madam, hold on. With your general idea, so I'm actually a trained social worker. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm specialized in children and family child protection. Okay.
Okay.
I do child protection and forensics. However, I have a general knowledge of social work, whether with adult services or with children's services. Okay. Despite my specialization. So my question here is, with this particular type of diagnosis, yes, you might not be a pediatrician nurse, but with this type of diagnosis, is it curable? Yes or no?
I will still not give an answer, because determining that something can be cured would depend on a lot of things.
Hold on, Christina.
No,
So from listening,
let me just, because I'm literally disturbing my
let her
husband
finish.
from sleeping. It's midnight.
Let her finish. Let her finish.
My own point is,
No, she should let Ollie finish, because Ollie didn't finish asking her question.
She was still talking.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Both of you, please just let each other finish, please. All right, go on.
okay. So the point, I think I've made most of my point anyway. One is we should be polite to each other. Things like, do you have sense? I don't think she would come in, but it's your page. So maybe if I'm not okay with that, I could take a walk. One. Two, there are issues, there are situations that, depending on people's belief, for example, some will say their belief is they can have a stone or whatever that they are worshiping. That is that person's belief. The fact that I don't believe in that doesn't say I should rubbish that person.
Okay. So come back
Now,
to medical.
the fact that, do you mind if I just make my submission and then I can? Yeah. So the fact that some people do not believe in miracles doesn't necessarily say miracle doesn't happen. Now, if anyone chooses not to go to the hospital and decides to go to church, in as much as that person has got mental capacity, we cannot force them, because even coming to the hospital, you can choose not to be treated. So if someone decides to go to church, then that is their personal headache, to be honest. If anyone decides to be gullible enough to be deceived that they've received their healing when actually they have not received the healing, then that is their headache. And if they've chosen to be stupid, that is their personal
She just said gullible. You just said gullible, but yet you say you believe that this God can heal.
Yes, But
calling
I think the
people
point
that
you are
other
trying to
people
make
vulnerable.
is, I think the point you are trying to make is the miracle is not actually happening. They are
Why
only
are you in
pretending
the job then? If the
happening.
God is healing, why are you in the job? Why do we have hospitals? Why do we have specialists? Why do surgeons carry out surgery every day?
Because it's not everyone that believes that God heals.
Whether there's a belief or not, because according to this book, not everybody that Jesus healed believed in him.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So can I ask a question?
So you should be there praying for the people instead of giving the medication.
No, that's not what I'm called to do. I am called to heal people through my hands, through my skills.
So are you better than this God then? If you're called to heal people, are you doing a better job than the gods?
That is for God to decide. It's God that chose me, that said, okay,
and then you get angry when I say that do you know what? Ollie, go ahead.
Christina, I'm quite, Christina, let's talk from
ridiculous.
a professional.
Okay.
Christina, let's talk from an angle of professions now, okay?
Yeah.
Now, the person that we're talking about, this miracle, the miracle that we're discussing or that is being discussed is of a child, okay? Well, you made a comment which is accurate. Well, that someone, an adult who's got capacity, okay, can come into the hospital and choose not to be treated. That is an adult under the Mental Health Act, okay?
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to children, there's a statutory role, irrespective of what you think and how you think about it. So in the context of that, because this particular miracle is about a child, okay, it means the parents are consenting they're consenting and subjecting the child to the environment where the child is being checked by a random person.
I like that point you have said.
Hold on, just calm down.
No. Just to support what you said, because that was one thing I wanted to comment on.
You need to wait before you support what I'm saying, because you don't know where I'm landing at. Okay. So a random person. So these parents have brought their vulnerable child, and a random person who claims to be a doctor and has not been checked has decided to check the body of their child, the genitals of their child.
Yes, the genitals, not just the body, the private areas. Private area.
So they've checked the genital of the child.
A 6-year-old child. And it was done in the corner. She said she went to the corner to go and do it. Yeah?
Yeah. So this child,
in that dark place, Afro, in that darkness.
So this child's genital has been checked. Let's put on our professional hats now, okay? So this child, the genital has been checked in whatever area that they've checked it. Taking into consideration that whoever it is that was checking claims to be a doctor, there is there's nothing telling us about the identity or the identical or the professional identical check of that person. Okay?
Yeah.
Now they've come up and said the child has this diagnosis, and the child apparently has done surgery, and suddenly the child has not drank water for 4 years. Okay, you're a medical person. You know what?
The 4 years is a different child.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
the one with the esophagus.
So what's the question?
Age 15.
We're gonna land somewhere.
Okay, so the question here is, we're talking of a child. Okay, they've had all of these stories. You as a nurse, both a trained nurse both in Nigeria and in the UK, are you saying that you're comfortable with the statements being made about that child?
Which of the statements? Sorry? Which statement? Is it that the acclaimed doctor checked the child's genitals? Is that the one you're about?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'll start from where I said I agreed with you that the parents agreed that that child should be checked. That is basically what happens in the hospital as well. If it were to be an adult, that as an adult will give consent.
Oh my goodness.
That they can do whatever to him or not.
But you're not looking at the vulnerability.
Can I please land?
Wait, hold on. You're not using.
That's not a hospital, for crying out loud. That's a public.
So who is the responsible adult for this child at this point?
There is no responsible adult because both the parent and the child are vulnerable right now. They're vulnerable people. They're in this place where there's this so-called man of God and his, church members, right? They are vulnerable because she wants her son healed. They're in a position of vulnerability. The mother cannot make an informed decision. Here's this person who claims to be a consultant pediatrician. I don't even know if that is how she introduced herself to the mother and the child. There she goes, shoving her hands in the child's
genital.
like seriously.
So can I please confirm something? Are you saying that the doctor just did not take permission? She just went to...
Did you not hear what I said? The mother cannot make an informed decision. Both mother and child are vulnerable people.
How did we verify she's a doctor? How did we what verification has one made?
Yeah, that is a valid point. Because we haven't checked their certificate or anything. But my own point is...
I'm speaking, hold on. Right? We need to you meet somebody in the church. This is where, guys, religious houses become a place of abuse. You have to take people for their word. You're not remember faith. That lady can just be a doctor by faith, you see. These
are all assumptions. These are all assumptions. I agree with your sentiment. I understand your sentiment that a woman could be vulnerable because she's desperate for healing. I also
no, madam, you're not letting me
that this doctor might not be a doctor.
Madam, you did
yes.
So in that moment, nobody knows whether this woman is a real doctor or not. She might be a scam.
It's possible, but it's also possible she's a doctor.
No, I don't care whether it is possible she's a doctor. That should not be brought up in this conversation. We are talking about a 6-year-old.
The mother took to the church.
Stop. We don't care what the mother thinks or doesn't think.
Because if the mother didn't take her to the church,
madam,
she won't be checked.
Excuse me, Christina. If that was here in the UK, please, I need you to listen. So you that is a medical professional, don't go and put yourself in unnecessary trouble.
Exactly.
Can you imagine? Imagine if Jerry was here in the UK, and this child, this mother takes the 6-year-old to these grounds, and the woman puts her hand down. They don't know whether she's a doctor or not. And then this 6-year-old goes to school the next day and tells a teacher or somebody, I went to a place and
so before we just prolong this, did it happen in the UK?
Please let me finish.
This woman, when I asked her,
please let me finish. No, Vessel, not you. I'm talking about the lady.
Yeah, I know. She doesn't have sense.
What I'm saying is, look,
that means she knows it's wrong. Then
these people are playing with their medical license. I mean, guys, I want you all to think. Imagine if that happened in the UK, and that child goes and tells their colleagues, their mates at school, or tell teacher, right? I went to an event and a woman put her hand down my trouser. You see your mother? No, she's not my mother. Where did she put her hand? Yeah, here, just here, under. She put it in scrotum. She puts her hand in his scrotum to cop a feel of a 6-year-old. Listen, you go and tell that to one judge somewhere. Because
if it had happened in the UK,
yes. Tell me what would have happened
to the soil of Nigeria.
Wait.
Nigeria.
Is it acceptable there?
Does it make it okay because it's in Nigeria?
No, Christina.
Did the parent consent? That is the question.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, come on now. Why people don't let me shout? Please, Christina, if it had happened in the UK, what do you think would have happened to that medical professional?
Then we'll go down the route of why were you even doing that?
Sorry. You would do what? Just let me hear what she's saying. You go
I
down
said then the next question is, in what context has that been done? What is the reason for doing that? Are you allowed to do that? So then she'll have her questions to answer.
So in the UK, if this child goes to school the next Monday and tells a teacher that a stranger put her hand inside my trouser and was touching my PP, what do you think could likely happen to that medical professional?
Exactly what I just said. Then the question will be asked, who is this person? Why did she do it? Then we have all the like of all the social workers and the police doing their job. Then she'll have to prove.
Have you heard of the word IRD?
Wait, Christina, I tell you what, when they start asking the questions, who is she? The mother will say, I don't know her. Is she a medical professional? I don't know. They said she was a medical professional. Why did you go to that place? I went for healing so that my child would be healed. My child has been having this thing for 4 years, and all of a sudden the thing the swelling has. You can't explain this. You cannot explain this it's not explainable. It's not explainable.
But now, yeah, I agree with you. Then it will be a problem for her to prove why she did what she did. If it had happened,
why then is it okay to do this in Nigeria?
Now, I am saying in Nigeria, and even if it had happened in the UK, the question would be, what is the motive? Is she abusing this child?
Christina.
And I don't even understand
there wouldn't have been
to be digressing around this.
Christina, there wouldn't have been a question, okay? And
they just land in jail.
There would have been excuse me, we both understand how the protocol works. There would have been an IRD straight on, okay?
All right.
You know what an IRD is?
I do not know.
Interagency discussion team, okay? Because
she's a nurse.
That is.
You can't say that she's a nurse. We do multidisciplinary team meeting. That is it.
Is that not the same?
You talk within. You say what you know.
Madam, Christina.
Yes.
You see, when religion comes to play, don't suspend your brain as a professional.
Interesting.
Number one, that child's genital was being touched in a context, not in a medical context, in a social context, around people who hold offices of trust. Should that child's genital be touched at all in that environment? As a nurse, should that child's genital be touched at all in that environment?
Oh my goodness.
Can you answer that?
Are you asking me?
Yes, I'm asking you.
All right, because I mean, sometimes I don't know if.
Okay, I'm asking you directly. In the context, in that particular environment, should that child's genital be touched at all?
Now, the context.
No. You say yes.
No. It's not a yes or no answer.
Okay.
This is not the jury. Even the jury allows you to explain yourself. The woman has gone to them to say a miracle has happened. I believe that's what the scenario was.
In a church environment.
Excuse me, can I land? Because you are asking me a question, you're not allowing me to answer. So I believe what happened was they said this man, this boy or whoever has got a problem for so number of years. Now a miracle has happened. They wanted to confirm there and then because hydrocele is something visible you could see. Is it hydrocele we're still talking about now? Yeah. So the genitals was exposed. They said they took him to a corner somewhere. And I believe the parents were there.
Is that acceptable to even happen at all?
Sorry?
Is that taking the child to a corner by a total stranger in a place where
in the company of the parents?
Excuse me, madam. Excuse me, Christina.
If it's in the company of the parents, and this one that they are touching genitals, why would you even have to touch the genitals to see
the parent?
He said she examined him.
Right.
She only had to look. Hydrocele is
so she's looking at a child. She's looking at the genital of a child.
Yes.
Not in a medical setting.
That's
not in a medical setting.
Excuse me, people.
What the hell are you talking about?
Christiana is a dangerous nurse.
Please, hold on. The lady said she took the boy to the corner.
Okay.
And she put her hand in his thing and did examination. He examined it. That's what the woman said. So my thing is this, right? Now, let's be sensible here. If truly this woman is a medical professional and this killing really took place, what Jerry Eze and his team should have done, if these people were not brainless people, the ideal thing to do before we pronounce a miracle, let the boy go back to his own practice. That place is not the place to be checking his genitals, right? The best thing to do was to take him to his own medical doctor. If he needs to come back the next week to Jerry Eze platform to come and share the story after he has been checked in the right and appropriate place. That woman had no business putting her hand down that boy's PP area. It is immoral, it is gross, and that
is against professional practice, professional ethics and practice.
Afro, for her to come out and ascertain as a consultant pediatrician, she would have had to examine him before and diagnose him, then examine him after and claim the healing.
But even in that particular
we see her claiming the healing. How many times did she examine him?
You know what, Vessel? Even in that environment, as a medical practitioner, she can't do that because that is not a medical environment.
But are you aware that many churches have medical team and they have a designated area for examination?
No one
they didn't have a designated area. They went to the corner.
Church is not the place.
It's not they suspend your brain now. You claim to be a medical. You claim to be a nurse. You have an NMRC.
And she has it on her profile. And you're saying that
I have collected everything and I'm recording this. I'm taking it straight to NMC.
With NMC registration, you're yarning this yarn.
Madam, you're not supposed to be saying stuff like this. That's wrong.
What I am telling you is,
what are you telling us? What
I am saying is, in many churches, they will have a medical team. Now, this lady has professed that she is a consultant.
She didn't profess it. Jerry Eze mentioned it. So she didn't say she's a she didn't identify. No, she never identified herself as a pediatrician. Jerry Eze said it as an afterthought to cover his back.
Excuse me, she just made a bogus claim that many churches have a medical team. For what reason? For what reason will a church have a whole medical team? What reason? Right?
Because of issues like these.
How many churches? Christina, how many churches have you seen with a medical team? Name me 3 at least.
Well, I do know that Redeemed Christian Church of God have their medical team.
Christina, you know you are shooting yourself on the feet. You know that.
All Redeemed Christian Church of God have a medical team?
Well, I'm not saying all Redeemed. I do know that the Redeemed at Lagos have.
You know what? Let me come off this thing because this lady is irritating me. How can you be a professional and you're Miss Yanni like this?
I told her she's
sorry, which one is non-professional?
You know the severity of what you're saying.
That's what you've not seen churches have.
We have
hospitals
another
before.
nurse here.
I beg, another nurse, please, can you talk, please?
Hi.
Because this lady is driving into the wall.
So I wasn't necessarily listening. Hi everyone. Hi Afro. Hi. So I wasn't listening from the beginning, but I can pick out a little things of like a few of the things she's saying, and she is the kind of people that have lost their license. I'm in Canada, right? And I have known a few nurses who will be mixing their religion with their practices at work, and they end up losing they don't even get suspended, they lose the license completely because there is you can't go into your profession with your belief. That belief, even in religious hospitals, there is still limits to how much you can interfere with what is expected of you as a professional with your religious ideology. So all these things she's saying, I don't know how it works in the UK, because in Canada here, you will lose your license.
It's the exact same thing anyway. I'm a social worker, right? I work in child protection and forensics. Anywhere I go to practice across the Western country, I am bound by the social work professional code of practice and ethics. It doesn't matter at what capacity. It doesn't matter. Your code of practice matters to you. So when I hear people like, I mean, how can you say like, is a prayer ground or whatever nonsense that they're doing, right? Now, a medical person, you claim to be a medical person and you're checking a child's genital. On what capacity? The parents are vulnerable. How can you take their vulnerability as consensual? How? And Christina is there, misyanning the yarn that she's misyanning. You're even a lecturer. I'm a practice educator. I lecture in social work. And you're opening your mouth, you are misyanning like this. Omo, your license should be taken off you.
She must. I don't think she's a real nurse. She's probably just one of those.
Your license should be taken off you for this misyanning.
Please, everyone, please. Let's not. Christina is not the person in question, right? She's saying the things that she's saying. Let's just take it easy with Christina. Okay, I'm hoping that she uses this as an, let it be an eye opener. But please take it easy with her.
Can V tell us what she thinks about the situation?
Maybe I should play it again for V to hear.
Yeah, yes, thank you, Soso.
Yeah.
Okay, V. And V, you're a nurse, right?
Yes, I am.
There is something I would like for you to see as well. So I will, there's a question, it's a very important question for this conversation. I want to know whether it's...
Hydroxyl, flee in this quarter sack. This quarter sack is always very good. Receiving her own at home. Yes, sir. Somebody who is in there is receiving something. Years old, when he was 2 years, he hydroxyl is receiving
hydrocell, she's calling hydroxyl.
When he was 2 years, he hydroxyl, flee in this quarter sack. This quarter sack is always very big. That's you wear it, Papa.
How does she know? It's always very big.
Disappeared. Papa, I have examined this growth. I was going to ask you. Yes. You are a consultant pediatrician. Did you examine him? This is the mother. I told you to record it. I opened the trouble.
She never confirmed. Jerry, she never introduced herself as a consultant pediatrician. Jerry Eze said it as an afterthought, right? Okay. Based on her saying she checked him, then he's the one that has put the words in her mouth.
It's very possible that she's not. It's very possible that she's not.
If you play it again, you'll hear. He asked her, and you're a consultant pediatrician. She never said yes, Papa. She didn't agree to that.
Afro, before you go on, I didn't hear what she said. She said hydrophil. That's what I was hearing.
Hydrophil.
But we found out it's hydrocell, something like that. Hydrocell.
Okay.
Hydrocell. Okay. No, V. Listen to the way she's pronouncing some of these things. Here go catch you. Hydrocell. You haven't waited till you hear when she says osophagus.
She's a consultant. That woman is no consultant.
Receiving her own at home. Yes, sir. Somebody who is in there is receiving something. When he's 6 years old, when he was 2 years, he hydroxyl, flee in this quarter sack. This quarter sack is always very big. That's you wear it, Papa. All of a sudden, the flame disappeared. Papa, I have examined this growth. I was going to ask you. Yes.
examined the scrotum.
Examine him. This is the mother. I took him to the corner and I opened the trouser. The flip. The mother said he used to be very big, filled with feet for the past 4 years. For the past 4 years. For the past 4 years. The fluid in the scrotum just disappeared. And you said God will not come through for you now. He is 15 years. For the past 4 years, he has not been able to drink water, and water will go through. He has been to Lagos State University Hospital, and he was diagnosed of achalasia with a breach in the continuity of the esophagus. With the of the esophagus, he has not been able to drink water for the past 4 years. What does that mean? Papa, I'm saying that the esophagus, where food goes through, there is a breach in the continuity. So when he wants to drink water, the water will hook him at the esophagus, at the throat.
The water will hook him.
A laparoscopic surgery. And then what has been happening continued. This year he was told that he will come back for a second surgery. I have all the evidence. I have the diagnosis. I have the test results. As we were ministering, Papa, he started drinking water. And he just observed that he can drink water.
These are actors and actresses.
Christiana claims.
Please, just very quickly, I want to ask you, V, please, I need you to tell me, please, let me remove. Please tell me if this is something you can someone carry this about.
Which part?
Hold on, I'm going to show you now.
Just before you go, one thing that I caught, she's talking about esophagus, then she brought in lap. Like, I don't understand the correlation with laparoscopy and someone having issue with their esophagus.
She even claimed she brought that they have all the medical evidence. Which medical? So they were carrying their gastric details around.
Like, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, like did they go through the abdomen to go look at the esophagus? I don't understand.
That's what I'm wondering, because clearly if you can't get anything down there, the only thing you have to do is keyhole surgery.
Even apart from
that's laparoscopic surgery. Laparoscopic is keyhole surgery. It's the same.
So you can do keyhole surgery of the esophagus.
You can literally pass a tube with a camera through any body part to visualize. It is a minimally invasive surgery.
But I know when I asked you earlier, Christina, you said you are not aware that that's not your area of practice.
Aware of what you are asking me if it can be cured.
No, but passing a tube, passing a tube, it's a diagnostic measure. Passing a tube is different from operating.
No, but Afro, this is the same person that said that quack doctor there went and just looked. She didn't touch. How
did she touch? Because I was trying to listen again when you were playing.
First of all, what is in front of the scrotum? What is in front? You've got to lift it up in order to see the scrotum, madam.
No, but wait. Christina is saying you can use lap for esophagus.
If the young boy, if the young boy is laying down, this is why that place is not the best place.
Lay down for ground in the stadium?
No, if he's laying down in a hospital bed, you can ask him to move his bed, right, while you have a look.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. But while standing, while the young boy is standing,
while people are praying, Afro, while people are praying, she's taking the small child to the corner.
Interesting thing. That particular environment.
He said she opened his trouser.
That particular
Opened.
environment,
The boy didn't take it
a
off
child
himself.
should not be
He
checked.
opened it.
Wait,
A
so
child-
Vessel, the examination was done in church or was it done outside
In
the
church.
church?
Stadium.
Oh no,
Then
that's
in the corner.
ridiculous.
it's like a
No,
stadium.
that's-
She just
that-
took him to the corner.
No,
V,
no,
look, V,
no.
V, look now. V, look. Look at.
I opened the trouser.
I
He
opened
opened
the
the
trouser.
trouser.
Flee the destroyer.
Okay, guys, think about this. Everybody, please think about this. Please think about this. If these two, right? These two, the genders were reversed. This is a man, and this is a little girl, 6 years old, who's got something with her genitals, right? And the man takes the little girl to the corner and puts his hand up her, right? Can you guys see where I'm going with this?
Mhm.
Yes.
Can you see where we're going with this?
Even
Janet
with
won't have a
same
problem
sex,
with it.
it's not acceptable. Even with same sex, it's not acceptable.
They will still defend it. That's the worst part.
Okay.
Christiana has got no problem with it.
They won't say anything
At
wrong
all.
with that.
Afro,
work
before
in
you play,
forensics.
Afro, before you play, that lady, I don't know how, again, I don't know how healthcare is in Nigeria or how they practice it in Nigeria, but just me as a nurse here, and I go to a church service, it does not make sense that I will put my license at risk
Exactly.
by doing
Say
something
it
like
loud.
that.
Thank you.
Say
It
it
does
loud.
not
V.
make
It's wrong.
any
They don't even do
sense.
it in Nigeria. Beg go.
Say it
They
loud.
don't
V.
do.
So I don't understand, like, it doesn't make sense. So it's either the woman is lying or it never happened. Like it never
But the woman,
happened.
the woman never claimed to be a medical professional. It's that prophet, that fake prophet,
Yeah,
that
but even
scammer.
when the
It's the one that
prophet
said it.
is
No,
claiming,
wait.
But she also
V,
agreed.
V now.
She didn't
Listen,
agree. She
have
didn't-
you
she
heard the
ignored
way
it.
she's pronouncing? She's saying
no, that could be her accent. You understand? No, no, but
That
say
one not
Afro,
accent, Oli.
Afro,
That one
that
not
could
be
be her
accent. That
accent.
is someone who has just been told what to say.
See,
They're not
Yeah,
taking
yeah, I
exactly.
get that.
everyone. Did you hear the way she called scrotum? She said scrotum.
But you see, on that level,
Listen,
right?
okay, listen.
I told you she has received her
Please just
healing.
hold on, everybody. Just listen,
People
oh.
hear your mom was receiving her
Everybody,
own at
please
home.
listen. Don't talk. Just listen.
He's receiving something. The man is 6 years old. When he was 2 years, he had hydrocele, flee the scrotal sac. The scrotal sac is always very big. That you wearing papa. All of a sudden, the fluid disappeared. I have examined the scrotum. I was going to ask you. Yes.
I have
You are a
examined the
consultant
scrotum.
pediatrician. Did you examine him? This is the mother. I took him to the corner. I opened the trouser. I examined.
Incriminating herself.
The mother said he used to be very big. Filled with feet for the past 4 years. For the past 4 years. For the past 4 years. The fluid in the scrotal sac just disappeared. Yeah. And you said God will not come through for you now. He is 15 years.
So this is the 15-year-old. Okay, this V, just 1 second. Let me show you this. V, okay. V, please. I need your help with this.
Immediately.
And the lady as well. Christina, please,
Yeah.
if you're still here, please, I need you to look at this. I just a question. I want to know if it's possible. Please.
I need to get it. You started seeing your period as the prayers were going on. Immediately. We have a miracle here. Okay. She has been on the oxygen since she arrived. She has used about 3 oxygen tanks. She is currently on the fourth one.
Okay. Sorry. Oh, okay. So you saw the 3 oxygen tanks. Now, is this a mobile oxygen tank?
According
asked.
to
Wait,
music.
Afro, wait, before you even go to the
V
mobility of the
now,
oxygen.
V, oh,
Wait,
V,
Afro.
V,
Number one.
V.
that person, even if you put that oxygen to the highest, cannot use those 3 oxygen within the duration of time that they've been there. It's not possible.
This is what I said earlier. Anybody that needs these 3 within the space of time she was there should be in critical care.
Exactly.
You know, they talk as if somebody's brain is suspended, and then you call them the mumu that they are, and people get irritated.
No, actually, some that brain are suspended.
Wait, that looks like gas cylinder. That don't even look like oxygen.
That's what I'm saying. I've been to the hospital, and this does not look like an oxygen. Abuse my head.
Like,
I'm asking the medical professionals, please.
Who in their right brain will
the two small ones are there, but it's this one that is my issue. How did they
this look like the cylinder in my house?
Wait, to be fair, let's assume that green one. Let's assume that it's actually an oxygen tank. Okay. When you want, they do have like a wheel oxygen tanks. But personally, since I've been practicing in Canada, I have never seen a huge tank like that. Like, it does not exist. It does not exist in any of the hospitals I've been to. I have never seen it. It's usually the
Jerry Eze's church. He exists.
Okay, can I come in there?
They've got a medical team, Ollie. They've got a medical team.
If they see medical, they didn't know it.
Can I come in there? You can have very big oxygen tank. The only thing is it will be white and black. It will not be green color.
Christina,
that's the only thing.
Christina,
and there is
Christina, would you recommend a patient who needs this much oxygen to go to a place like this with thousands of people walking about with this size of a tank? Would you recommend this?
I don't even know why you would be going with 3 tanks of oxygen. No, because it won't be. It should. I mean, to be able to move around like that. I didn't see the man very well. Has he got a mask or the tube in his nose?
Forget about even mask or tube. How can somebody carry a whole thing?
No. Because it makes a difference. It makes a difference. If he has got the tube.
Oh, please.
If he has only got the tube, then the maximum is 4 liters. The maximum is 4 liters that can go through that tiny tube. But
and
if he has got a mask, then
you did not hear what she said, that they consumed the oxygen within the period of time that they were there.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
Jerry Eze,
common sense now.
Ayeti Baje. Which kind of man?
Okay, just so the nurses, please look at the state of the person who needs the oxygen.
About 3 oxygen tanks. She is currently on the 4th one, and
she's on the 4th one.
Medical practitioner Christina.
Yes, but Afro, you guys don't understand.
Wait, before you continue. Come on now. We've not even tried at all today. Nobody sent any gifts at all. Only 250. The gifts I put there. Life got 250. We've only got 78. Oh yeah, now come on, people. Please send some roses so I can go and buy
oxygen.
Tank. Do you need oxygen?
Yes, now you don't know. You don't know that I need oxygen to do this.
People need to ship the oxygen.
I need 10. I need 10 of those big this thing. 10.
So she's currently on the 4th one.
But Afro, what I want to say,
no, V, before you say it, just have a look at the game.
While you were ministering, the power of God beat her. She removed the oxygen and she could breathe on her own.
Oh my! Can you hear the lie? Who gave her Jerry?
Do you see
Harry
the
Potter
person?
This
glasses?
woman, nothing is wrong with her.
Wrong,
I
exactly.
swear, nothing is wrong with her. She just sat down there to act.
V, I want to ask you a
No,
question.
but
V and Christina.
the girl herself doesn't look like somebody that should have been brought to a place. Let's be logical now.
V and Christina, I want to ask you a question. So someone that needs that amount of oxygen will sit in a crowded place.
Yeah.
Not even sitting in a crowded place, that person will require assistance to ambulate. Like they will, because they will be, they are obviously short of breath, right? That's why they need the oxygen. So moving around in that kind of environment is not even advisable. With that being said, the delusion is that if you're a medical professional, we know the means that you can give this oxygen. Was she wearing a face mask, or was she wearing a non-rebreather or a nasal prong? Because there is a maximum you can give. Let's say, and I say it again, if you increase it to the maximum, it will not finish. It will not finish. So I don't understand if she was swallowing the oxygen that she needed for.
Was snacking.
She was
Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And anybody who is a healthcare professional that will defend this, hopefully that person will never treat your family member, because for you to deny reality, for you to go to the extent of denying reality, denying something that has been proven, all in the name of Jesus or God. I don't even think those kind of people are worthy to be in healthcare professional. Like they're not even worthy to be in that field.
Christina,
just very quickly, I want Christina to see this, whether maybe Christina agrees with this, right. Give me a
Don't be my kettle be that.
Say she's on her
Then
fourth
carry my
one.
kettle go.
Which kind of lie is that? That's a lie. Big lie.
Inanimate objects are coming back to life. And the sound of your amen, thank you, Lord. Inanimate object, Pastor Jerry.
This is the one.
For 3 years now, God of the rock, visit my home. Look at this tablet. This tablet is 4 years now. This tablet has not been working.
Error.
Get to this place. Put the phone. See my phone.
I'm going to remove it for a minute because of TikTok.
The promo is still on. Guess what? The wonders of Eroy. This fridge has been down since February 2023. Eroy. Everything is back. Everything is working perfectly. Eroy. What God cannot do.
Their body language shows that they're lying.
They're lying, obviously.
These are people's
Yeah,
fathers
the
and
body
mothers.
language says it all. Sorry, Oli.
Wait.
I said these are people's fathers and mothers.
Eroy. What God cannot do. Does not exist.
Look at.
If children of God are lying like this, man,
Please see waiting Elroy.
God's children are lying like this.
See waiting Elroy. Don't. Wait, hold on. Did you guys see? Hey, you guys didn't see.
See the microwave. Very jerky.
Elroy.
That's broke that they can't buy a new one.
They can't buy. It's broke people now that are doing.
But do you know the kind of mental? So God did not see what's happening in Congo. God just decided to ignore the children suffering in Congo to go and deliver microwave and refrigerator.
No, he went to go and deliver inanimate objects. You did not hear me again. You don't hear the inanimate
Like with
object.
everything going on,
God was doing error,
God don't care
error,
about that. It's
error.
inanimate object, microwave and refrigerator that God have the power to go and deliver.
Exactly.
Like people who believe this thing in 2025, are you guys not even ashamed?
Christina and her crew.
Ashamed.
You guys you have not seen the best one yet.
Especially the ones that claim they're educated, and you watch this nonsense and somehow you justify it in your head that it makes sense.
No. Excuse me, V. You have not seen this. No, you have not seen this.
Amazing videos of what Jesus did for
You have not seen this.
the flesh of Jesus and the blood of Jesus. And if you're ready right now, take a look.
Flesh and blood of Jesus. You are vampires.
The promo is still on. He's reached your house. Maybe you are the reason why God is keeping the promo. And the sound of your amen. Take your own evidence.
Look at this woman. She don't pray so.
Oh, yes, I could not be left out on this promo.
Rice cooker.
Pastor Jerry. This promo has nothing to Copenhagen them. This rice boiler. He has not been working for over 2 years. So we packed the rice boiler. We packed it in the box. And we're looking for the receipt to take it back to the seller. But we could not find this receipt. When the promo started, oh my God, I saw the testimonies. I said, what is in this house that is not working? Bam, we brought our rice boiler. Pastor Jerry, our rice boiler is working now.
Promo, finally, my house this evening. I said, this promo is still going on. Oil tablets, 12 off, don't get. I just dropped it. But this evening, when I came back, I put it on faster because it is on. It's on. The promo got to my house.
The bananas are reached me again. Now this car was back, and I think it's return. I'll give you it's something thousand. I just passed it over a month. If it was wrong, the story was still because it changed this, change that. In fact, when they gave me the quote, I said, don't worry, not now. And when Pastor Jerry said, Inanimate objects, come back to life. And raised up here, I connected, and my car is good. The phone is free because it's going perfectly like brand new.
Hey,
Toy too.
hey, what have I done? What did I do?
I'm telling
mental health
you.
evaluation.
I'm telling you, because this is not normal.
My people.
But why is it a promo though? Why is he
people.
referring to it as a promo?
No, V now, V now, V, please now. See waiting Elroy. Don't. V the vessel.
You don't go better for Elroy. You don't go better for Elroy.
Vessel of the Son, don't go. Vessel, are you there? Vessel of the Son, are you there?
I'm here.
Vessel, please look at Zod. Look at Zod's picture.
Hey, Roy.
Hey, Zod. What is
Look
that?
at Zod's picture.
Afro, I'm still here. Oh.
I'm sorry, Benga. Oh, please, we'll let Vessel. This thing. 9-day Zod picture. Look at guys.
The sad thing is, their God lack priority.
Exactly.
Guys, you know,
Their God lack priority. There's war in Congo.
Wait, did God fix this crab
He's
toy?
doing Nepa man.
Yes.
See, I haven't seen this crab one. I haven't seen it yet.
Look, God fixed
Wait,
it.
he fixed it.
Look at it. Look at it.
Are you kidding?
Look at it go.
Roy.
Please, Afro, take it back. Please.
Afro, please, we need to see that toy.
Look at that.
Inanimate object is working.
You see, the mental health assessment for this is so easy. Like, you don't even need to stress yourself.
Why is it stuck on the table? They should have allowed
The mental health assessment is so easy. Like, it's one of the easiest things to do.
Una no go keep person. Una no go keep person.
You don't go better for Elroy. Elroy and Jerry.
Elroy.
You don't go better for them.
If they send this was now for mental health evaluation, just stress yourself. They've given you enough tools to show you that their brain is suspended.
See, no, look at the thing they even does. You see that thing.
After someone is praying for you and your sovereignty.
Who is this? Who is this unfortunate thing? Hey, wait.
My sister.
God, I plead for Afro and Adu for building for working.
You are doing a Roy.
What God cannot
Of all things, they could not buy another crab. They could not buy another crab.
Anyway, there's someone that had something from 2017. I don't remember what it was.
Oh,
but
you guys have
not something that doesn't work for all these years.
Okay, one last
traumatize the poor crab.
I said, Lord, this one
They jam it for under the table.
Okay, you guys have not seen. Some of you may not have seen the biggest miracle so far.
Inanimate objects are working. This promo is too much, Papa Jerry. Hey,
Someone
about a
abroad.
month ago, my business truck broke down, and I was quoted $6,200 to fix it. $6,200, Pastor Jerry. On the 24th of January, you said inanimate objects begin to work. And lo and behold, my friend went by to pick out the things from the truck, so we can, put it in other things. And he started this truck. It started, it went. And he called me and said, hey,
this one is in diaspora.
All the light had disappeared. The transmission light, whatever thing they said was wrong within the clutch plates and the rest. They said he didn't see no light on the dashboard. Lo and behold, Papa Jack, this truck landed. And so today, the truck is driving like new.
In what part of Western countries is a truck driving like new without checks?
This one, the biggest lie.
In the Western, on the soil of Western country, your car just suddenly say walking.
Ollie, whether they are in the Western country or not, a move from Nigeria that relocated is still a mumu anyway.
Guys, please, can Benga just very quickly? Just very quickly.
No, play this one, please, Afro. This one of the tablet.
Let me come off. I have a long day tomorrow.
Even me.
Now, if all of us we get long day, let's stay here together.
I'm going to inspection and
it broke and the ink spilled. It broke.
Which year did it break, Afro?
Roy has seen me like as he saw others. I went to downstairs and pick up this old man over 15 years in the store. When I had seen them, I said, Lord, this man
that doesn't work for 15 years.
I put God to test because I have heard so much testimony.
Later they will say, thou shalt not test their Lord thy God.
See my microwave, 10 years I'm not working. Since you have been promo.
10 years.
No cash, 10 years microwave.
10 years.
I used to work up to 10 people. When I was still in high school, inanimate object that is going on. Will not pass me. Where is my
Wait, this lady here.
Has been dead for 16 years. It was struck by my own church when I was dead.
Tablet dead for 16 years.
15 years ago, they didn't have tablets.
Her tablet was dead 16 years. Lightning struck it. Listen to her.
Did they have tablets 16 years ago?
I received my name. This tablet has been dead for 16 years. It was struck by lightning on the charger when I was still in high school, 2006. And now it's on through the altar of fire, through the prayers of Pastor Jerry. This program of inanimate object that is going on will not pass me. Where is my phone? Wait, so we can go for it. Yes, we bought this piano.
Piano. One very last one that you guys need to see, right? And then I will be done with these videos. Please, this one is very important. This one.
Man and brethren, my kettle started working. My kettle has done again.
Not my kettle. That's what she carried.
We're using fake accent for net to.
Okay, please.
Afro, there were no tablets 16 years ago. Are we going to ignore that one? 16 years ago, there were no tablets.
Vessel, listen. Maybe you didn't have tablets in your house.
I mean, no, is it 16 or 2006? There was no tablets.
No, you didn't have tablets in your house.
Vessel did not have, they had.
Vessel didn't have tablets in our own house. So.
Afro, there were no tablets in 2006.
Vessel, you didn't have tablets in your house.
In 2006, Microsoft released Windows.
Vessel, look now.
Everything is working in my house. Look at the back of this one.
They told her to go and pray to you.
Why?
They told her to go and pray to you.
These people can lie.
Wait, hold on. You will see the next one.
I have a good in my house. This thing has not been working. I've been managing my responsibility. I saw people testify from the various houses. I put my phone on top of my room.
She's messing around with gas.
I put my phone. Look at. And this is it. Hey, the thing start working.
I'm done.
Ring light, self work.
Ring lights.
Ring lights.
Ring lights were in my house for here. So God they resurrect them.
Wait. The thing is, is Christian and Benga, they are Christians. Do they believe?
No, Benga is not a Christian. No, Benga is not a Christian.
No, it's Christiana.
So does she believe these things?
I want, guys, we will.
Yes. Hello, yeah, I'm a Christian, but well, I do not possibly keep my things that long to test it whether it will work.
Oh,
with
but do you believe in these miracles that these people are testifying?
I've not operated on that level before.
Oh my gosh!
Why can't you be straightforward and just say
No.
like it
I'm
is?
going there. I've put out that disclaimer. That hasn't happened to me before, but because I also believe in God, no matter what you think, He's a God of all flesh. He can do anything. I am not saying what they are doing is right. I'm not saying they are saying the truth. For all we know, they could all be acting a script. Yeah, but that
you are giving political answers. You are giving.
I know God can
That's
do
not
it.
even what
If
I
that is
said.
what you want to
So
know.
did God heal the microwave? Yes or no? Do
I'm
you
not
believe
there.
God healed the microwave?
No,
but you
no.
believe,
How
but
do
you
you
believe
expect
in
me to give
miracles.
that
She said
answer?
her God can do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying God can do anything, but I'm saying that doesn't say these people, because it depends on your level of faith. So I'm not. Yeah. It depends on your level of faith.
Can I ask you a question?
If you believe it's gonna happen, it can. If you say it's not happening, it's not. I wanted to say I want to sleep, guys.
Sorry,
Let
let me just quickly acknowledge Pachi Wanze. I completely agree with you that it's really sad.
You know what? Let me come to the comment section.
No, guys. You know, Benga, please. I wanted Benga to speak there. You guys can carry on talking. Just let Benga do his thing. Okay, Ollie, good night. Even me, I need to go to sleep.
Good night, Ollie.
I greet everybody on the panel
behind
on
the
the
scene.
comment section.
I know. Thank you. Behind the scene, just hold on.
I'm just greeting and I'm saying horses and riders for everybody.
Okay, are you greeting
Back to
us?
sender. Back to sender.
Are you greeting us?
It's horses and riders. And then there's a way you answer. What is the answer, Afro?
Jesus is no more walking now. It's horses and riders.
Back to sender.
Don't use Jesus again. Back to sender to you too.
Riders.
No, be
all right, Benga, please, Benga, you might need to come back tomorrow. Let's do this again, right? So we can. But tomorrow we'll do it again.
No, let's just finish Afro.
No.
Everybody's been waiting.
I'm saying we will do it again tomorrow. You will do it now. We'll do it again tomorrow. Go on, Benga, please.
Okay.
All right. Is my mic better right now?
Yes, excellent.
You sound a lot better.
Okay. All right. So there is like I would actually start from where I can actually start from. There is a case of a very common case of human ritual going on in Nigeria right now, and the victim are mostly women, sadly, but there are a lot of men actually being victims too, depending on what they want to use what the ritual is about. You know? So basically, I'll keep it short. I have been, making some different kind of. I've been taking a direct approach towards the belief in the supernatural and juju generally, because the Nollywood is actually at the forefront of this of the representation of belief in the supernatural, juju, and human ritual itself. So we have we have been having series of killings in Nigeria, and it isn't like this is a new thing. It is an old story that people have gotten used to. It is like the weather, something they all complain about, but no one can do anything about. So I have been making it I've asked the support of Afro. I've had the support of a few people, but right now I organize the conversation with Nollywood actors. I mean the legends in the industry, and we are talking about their representation of the supernatural. And for the first time in Nigeria's history, at least for the first time in Nigeria's history, the juju priests within Nollywood, they have accepted that we can actually test their claims about the supernatural. People do soaps, like they say you do soaps. This is a common thing, even with Nigerian musicians. They tell you should go and do some soaps, and because these are just like things you do to actually boost whatever the trade you are in, because supernaturally they work for your favor, and they bring you prosperity. So I don't know if you guys actually know Peter Fatomilola, and if anyone is Yoruba here, you would know Peter Fatomilola. But he has agreed with me that every single juju that I would like to actually conduct a study on, that we can actually test together. And I have Kanayo, who actually told me that he can point me in the direction of any kind of evidence for the supernatural, that I would like to actually investigate. And that is this man called Idowa Dinekon. He will be, the bulletproof charms and all is said, because these people actually claim that these juju thing are actually true, and it is what actually encourages, create a backdrop for the killings and the murder that Nigeria is actually experiencing, or Nigeria has been experiencing. Of course, they are also the industry is also a victim of it, because juju has been existing, but the approach I'm taking is actually quite unique, and I've been making some real progress about it. I've been able to actually supply a different alternative, a different view for human ritual that even the juju priests in the country are actually willing to actually embrace. And the reason why I wrote to Afro is because I am trying to actually organize a conversation with these people, and I'm short of some funds to actually do it. I need about $500 to $800 to actually complete the conversation, and that was why I actually wrote to Afro that is there any way I can actually talk about this on your channel, on our TikTok, to actually see if there is anyone willing to actually actually donate to this to my work, and that's just basically it. If anyone wants more information on my work, it is tremendous. Basically, everyone here, the pastors that even if you want information on this particular guy, Jerry Eze, and the people he has used for his miracles. Of course, I've done some investigation on him, and I've not been able to actually tie him directly to the miracles, but can actually tell you the people he used for his miracles and how fake they are, and the people he actually used. So my work is also always about confronting these supernatural claims.
One second, Benga, please.
Okay.
1 second.
Someone asked a question.
No, 1 second. Yes, someone asked a question, and I want to also add that if you please go and look, check him out. Go and check Benga's page on Twitter and YouTube, right? Benga travels extensively. He's a private investigator, and he does his thing, especially with this religious leaders with juju. He's been to juju houses to expose juju priests. He's even been arrested, right? Now, he has gone as far as to say this is money, right? Some of you might remember the young man that went viral in Nigeria that was challenging people to produce evidence for their God, produce evidence for anything supernatural. Benga will go to the marketplace with his megaphone, go to different places, announce it on Twitter, meet me as well. So if you can provide just anything that shows, here is money on the table, 2.5 million naira, right? So all of this, what Benga is doing is it's about putting your mouth, putting your money where your mouth is, right?
Even the most
asking for people to, look, he can tell you more, and just so you can to know whether he's genuine. Benga, wait, just so that you can know whether he's genuine or not. He has pictures with all these celebrities. He's gone there. He updates me with everything, and I can vouch for him.
So honestly, of course, confronting the people when we did the challenge and it was on BBC and all, it was actually very scary. But honestly, I don't think that was the most scary thing I've ever done regarding this investigation. I have done in the last 2 years, I've investigated about 30 juju priests, and all the videos are on my YouTube. About 30 undercover juju priests, and I paid for juju with them, and we test it on camera. We test it on camera, and I think honestly, to me, that is the most. I mean, the most scary thing I've ever done. I mean, where the real danger is, because you just have to actually turn somewhere, or the person you're investigating actually look at you in a different light, or just stare at the camera, the undercover camera you actually have on you, and come on, it's all over. It's all over for you. You are not going to get out of there. And basically, honestly, that's basically, I mean, that I still do it today. That is basically what the most the most scary thing I've ever done. I mean, where the real work is going undercover and actually exposing these juju priests. I have done a lot. I mean, even some I'm not willing to actually post yet. The investigation I'm actually willing to post it. I mean, for good reasons, But I have investigated so many of them undercover and otherwise, and openly, that's basically what I do. And I think there is a new shift going on. I mean, not totally all credit to me, but for the combination of the work I've done for so long, there is a new shift going on. People are no longer afraid to actually tell you just bullshit online anymore. People are not afraid to actually come and say, this thing is questionable, and there is a shift that money ritual doesn't exist. It doesn't work because of the work I've actually done, and I'm the only person that actually does this in sub-Saharan Africa, and I'm not joking. Yeah.
And Benga went to Ghana, and do you guys know that there is a place where witches are banished to? And in this place, go and see who these witches are. Go on Benga's channel and see.
Benga do one on YouTube.
The people on the people in that village, where family members, the whole community, right, will keep them out if they don't unalive them, or they keep them out to that place. Go and see older women, elderly women. Some of them have died there. Their family don't want them anymore. These people, it was pathetic. I cried when I saw these women. Benga had interviews with some of them. He even went and interviewed the men. Funny enough, this is what got. This was a place where women are banished to. The women are still productive in that place. You see the older woman, she's still putting together little things for selling. Men are hanging around in that particular area. Those men are jobless. But the men are hanging around in that place. The women are there. They've been banished there. They may never go back to their communities. They will die there, right? But these men still come to that place for those women. And the women are the ones now looking after these miscreants that just sit down there and just be drinking, and it's just, what kind of life is this? You see the women. So this woman will look about 90 years old, has been there for 12 years. Why? Because her religious family says she was a witch and she's been kicked out there. Oh, Benga, what is your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel is Benga Adewoyin, just like my username, Benga Adewoyin. The witchcraft thing in Ghana, I just discovered, is also directly influenced by Nigeria's Nollywood, because Ghanaians actually watch Nigeria's Nollywood movies a lot, So it is also influenced by Nigeria's Nollywood, which is where my approach is right now. And someone asked me $800 for what just now. You see, in Nigeria right now, to actually host a conversation in a studio actually costs you 1 million naira per 1 hour. And I'm not joking, just go online and check, So what I'm trying to do is actually get our own place and actually host the conversation, which actually costs, which will reduce the cost of we can talk for about 4 hours, and it will reduce the cost of organizing the show itself. So that is
Benga, a conversation with who? Who are you conversing with? I know who these people are, but a conversation with who?
Yeah, Kanayo is Ido. Peter Batumilola is a legend. He's a Nollywood legend in Yoruba. Because I'm trying to actually approach the ethnic dynamics towards these
people have agreed though. Kanayo.
They've agreed
all
to
agree.
actually.
Yoruba man too.
They're good to go.
Peter Batumilola, Dowa Denekon, Yemishola De, and there is this man presently pushing for Sharia law in southwest Nigeria. He's the Grand Mufti, and I invited him to the conversation because he has a very bad view of Yoruba culture and any indigenous culture. He believes that Islam should actually triumph over all other culture, and that should be known. And I invited him to the talk, and there is this professor at University of Abeokuta, and that actually like who is an atheist. So Kanayo Peter Batumilola, who is a Nollywood legend, Yemishola Idowa Dinekon. You know, I have a poster of the talk on my Twitter. The thing is that I recently had an interview with this man, Peter Batumilola, and he talked about juju and money ritual and his claim was that it is real and there are consequences to it, and it is sinful because they will use human parts, but he agreed that every single juju that he knows how to do, you know, we can actually test on camera as long as it doesn't require humans. That is our agreement. And there is this man also that said he can actually show Nollywood actors, because I want to debunk Nollywood. Nollywood is what I want to debunk right now. For people to actually see that and so that they can actually change the narrative of their show. You know, that is what they are the one I actually want to debunk right now. So that is why I went directly to them. Because they have the priests within Nollywood, and then the Jew priests will be demonstrating what they can actually do.
Okay.
Honestly,
Okay, behind the scene,
I'm so against Hollywood.
Listen now.
Nollywood is crap.
Guys, please
Their
give
narrative
him.
is useless.
Sorry, her wickedness.
Yeah.
Please, guys, give him a follow.
Okay.
Whatever you can do.
I just followed him.
Behind the scene, whatever you can do to support, right? No matter how little, right? It's not for some of us, we can, you know, it's comfortable for us to sit, you know, in our homes and do it. Some people can actually go out there and, you know, do something. Whatever you can do, please, to support this gentleman.
Yeah, someone said he has a question. I think behind the scenes also.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I must comment what I'm just hearing. I'm just hearing from you for the first time. It's super impressive. I don't know. See, you've gone to the length where even the strongest men in our country wouldn't tread. Is very dangerous. Actually, all things being as perceived is actually very dangerous. Because I believe that Nollywood has messed up our society. Even the churches became noisy off of Nollywood. I believe the noisiness of religion in Nigeria, Pentecostal, is inspired by Nollywood. I've been saying that, but hearing from you now about this, come on, is powerful. That's why a few sentences from you, I just followed you. I say, okay, this is an apostle, permit me to say. Now, my question is, just like a Nollywood inspired the noisiness, the noise we see in religion, inspired the noise we see in traditional worship and other vices. What is inspiring you in this journey? What inspired this journey?
Before you answer the question,
And what?
Hold on. Before you answer the question,
Okay.
I hope you guys know that Friday is my birthday, Valentine's Day.
Oh wow! Really?
On Valentine's Day,
It's you and Isabella
I'll
Afro-80s.
cook my for
yes,
you.
I know
Even
that.
Isabella. Wow.
Yes.
I'll cook my for you.
Oh,
Do you eat afang so that we wave you afang? Where are you? So that we send. I'll send it through the witches flights, you know.
The witches.
Like
horses. What? Send me 3 horses. Horses and riders.
Okay.
Horses and riders.
Benga, I just saw that you had a conversation with Funke. Funke
Yes.
Felix Adejumo. That's
her wickedness.
Foolish woman.
Her wickedness. Her wickedness. I will recommend you go and watch that video. You know why? Benga left her speechless. The one time that woman could not talk.
I hate that woman.
Same here. I cannot stand the life. She blocked me now on Instagram.
I'm always dragging her, and I'll
Blocked me on
continue
Instagram.
dragging her.
Look, Benga asked her some questions. The woman, she met a match. Benga. But the video
I saved it, so I'm going to watch it after now.
The video was a bit hard to listen to. The audio was, but wow, that woman was left stunned.
She said witches cannot catch her.
So please let me answer.
So Benga, what?
Let me reply.
Benga, I was not even done. It was a two-barreled question. I was asking, what inspired this journey, and paint us a little picture about the arrival. You know, the destination of this journey.
Okay, all right. So my approach, the reason why I actually started, I don't know why I care this much, honestly, but I will tell you what the problem is. So I'm trying to solve the tribal problem in Nigeria, honestly, because people do not actually see it, the connection between tribalism in Nigeria and supernatural claims. But it is there for me, and I see it is very glaring to see. There is a way people are defined ethnically.
Benga, 1 second. Kachi Wanze, please. He is on Twitter. And on YouTube. His name is Benga Adewonyi. I will type it in. Oh no, you won't be able to see. You're on Facebook. But yeah, I can type it. You can see it. Benga Adewonyi is on Twitter. If you go on his YouTube, you will see that video there with Funke Adejumo.
Thank you for
someone was asking on YouTube.
Okay. So the problem I'm trying to solve is the ethnic problem in Nigeria, because something happened during the election in Lagos, which actually showed us the truth. The way we define ethnic groups in Nigeria right now, it is through our origin stories. I'm Yoruba and Oduduwa, born from Oduduwa. I am Igbo, and we see each other as we see each other as we see ourselves as the epitome of what it means to be human. It is the reason why we can't actually we don't think outsiders should actually witness the rituals of our own community or of our own ethnic groups, because they are metaphysically different from us. And you can actually notice, you can see the belief in the supernatural in the morality of Nigeria. The North, they believe, at least most people in the North actually believe it is okay to actually do many things that the people in the South actually find immoral. And once you differ on morality, you don't see yourself as the same people. And the morals in Nigeria are actually given to us by divine right. So there is that. There is also the part of some groups might actually see themselves. They actually see themselves as superhumans, as like they have some qualities that some other defines them as unique that others do not actually have. And honestly, these are all leading, these are all defined by their supernatural beliefs, and also the the docility, that the belief in the supernatural actually creates. People don't want to ask questions. People don't want to actually do anything, ask questions to actually find answers to them when they believe in the supernatural. So,
Okay.
yeah, so many of our problems in the country is actually very attached itself. And before we can actually create a national identity that can actually unite Nigeria, we have to answer this question of who created us, and people, our inclination to believe in the supernatural. We have to actually, because religion, at least we have to be very liberal on religion. And the part of religion that actually carries most weight in our mind is the native religion. People think Jesus Christ might not come tomorrow, but they believe that if someone sends you some or Sango or one juju, you die instantly. And I've seen many atheists, many people that claim to be atheists, that still have doubts about juju. They think juju works. Maybe God doesn't exist, but this juju itself, you see, this juju is the real deal. So there is that, there is that is why I actually started with the belief in the supernatural. And he asked me where I actually see the final destination. I've right now actually I understood that this might actually be not really be a lifetime's work, but I think it will take a lot of time, before we can actually get to where we are going to. But what I think we can achieve right now is to change Nollywood representation of juju and the belief in the supernatural. They can stop presenting it as fact, but as fiction. It is possible right now for us to do that. And someone asked in the comment section if I would investigate pastors. I have done it. That is this pastor I investigated I exposed in Ghana, and I just did it, and she was on the radio, on TV, making noises about me, telling me she was set up and telling the whole country she was set up. And the reason why I haven't done the ones in Nigeria is because they are very expensive to investigate, and I do not have an official sponsor. I do not have an official sponsor, and I get some donations. I even get donations from Afro, but it is just not enough to actually commit to a 2-year investigation on a particular pastor. I can tell you, like, I have done investigation on this guy, NSS with the guy. I know 3 people he used. I can send you their Instagram right now. Of course I won't, but I have their Instagram and their Facebook, and the people he used for his miracles. I can tell you that it was a lie. I can tell you that that's a jet flying pastor in Nigeria that used someone for his miracle that I actually met in another country, but is reluctant to actually come forward, to talk about his because he's afraid of what would happen. To talk about how he was used as a tool for miracle. So the reason why it is very difficult to actually investigate, or I haven't done much investigation on pastors, is because they cost too much money to actually investigate, and you need time. You have to. You need the time to actually get with them, sit with this in particular investigation before you can actually see it to fruition.
Okay, are you done? Okay, like I wrote in the comment section, I said, what becomes the ideal Nigeria when this becomes a success?
Yeah. The ideal Nigeria is actually a country where everyone, regardless of the state they actually find themselves, actually have the capacity and the opportunity to actually maximize their potential, what they can actually achieve. And it is impossible for that to happen without Nigeria actually having a national identity and having unique values that will not reflect the religion and the supernatural beliefs of the country. It is impossible right now to actually create a set of values for Nigeria when some people do not actually believe that a 12-year-old is game when you want is okay. It's okay to sleep with a 12-year-old. It is totally impossible to actually have that kind of an embraced value, like a common value in such a country. If your group actually, there is a debate on Twitter now. It is mostly online. Igbo and Yoruba people will be debating about what their ethnic group actually achieved and what they're actually capable of. And this is all just, it is just like this idea Hitler actually had about the uniqueness of his own race, of his own. Now it is now of their ethnic group, that they are actually more capable in a way that others are not, and it is what I call the superhuman abilities. It is all religious, all supernatural in nature. They believe is supernatural in nature, but if an ethnic group actually believes that one person actually has one group actually has superhuman abilities that can actually help them succeed, it doesn't actually work with, you can't actually relate with others. They think you're taking a supremacist claim. You are a position.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much for the answers you've given. Why I'm asking these questions is that I also have something I'm working on, a project I'm working on that is national, that is continental, about Nigeria, Africa, and the Black race. Okay, and I think you need funding. I understand why you need funding. But beyond funding, you also need checks and balances on yourself to refine your idea the more. I know you must have done so many great things, but then you agree with me that there's still room for improvement. There's
that's the thing. You don't see the whole thing. It is impossible to actually see how you would actually build a nation in one shot, right? You can't actually see the whole thing. How you actually build a nation.
But what I've captured from what you're saying is that you're on a mission to move Nigerians from an idealist mindset as a populist to a realistic mindset as a populist, that we move from imaginations to reality, so that we begin to have a collective psychology that works on facts and figures, and not imaginations and assumptions on on spiritual or whatever things that we can't see, which is very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. I'll follow you on all platforms, and I wish to meet you someday. And I think I see a link between what you're doing and what I'm working on. Maybe we'll work together someday. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So if anyone, I can't. It is actually impossible for me to actually express how grateful I am to actually come on Afro it is platform to actually discuss this, and how important this work is, and what I think we can actually achieve, and what we have actually achieved. Honestly, the approach I've taken towards money ritual right now, even juju priests, they are actually willing to actually take that with me, because now they can actually take the burden of money ritual that is actually causing so much debt off their shoulder, because we have an alternative explanation to the origin of, and it is realistic. It is actually backed by historical evidence on supernatural claims on money ritual. So it is unique. It is important. So if you have any kind of donations towards my work, I can actually, or you can follow up on your donation, what your money was used for. I have no problem with that, please. So please, if you have any kind of donations for me, thank you so much. I'll be willing to converse with you and actually explain better what I'm actually doing.
Yeah, you said you were raising $800,000.
Yeah, $800. Yeah.
Okay. Let me say this so that others may understand. The time I did a feasibility study and analogy of the funding of the one I'm working on, the guy that analyzed it said, he's part of my team though, Philip. He said to start, we need about 85 million naira. 85 million to start. And I think that is beyond $800. Am I right?
You see, I've learned to actually, start and do the least expensive thing that could actually create the most expensive reverberation. The most reverberation. So I understand. Look, on the money, honestly, people won't believe that you need so much money, but I understand that.
Well, with time, they one thing about projects is that some will join you immediately, some will join much later, some will wait to see if you have started succeeding, and so that they can identify with you.
That's it.
I'm also skeptical. Yeah.
Yeah. My story. The story of my work is already a success. I've been on BBC World 4 times.
Binga, how can someone support you? If people are talking too much, how can anyone support you? Please, guys, whatever you can do, right? I never really bring anybody up here to come and ask for, because I don't know, it's just not my thing. But for this one, I mean, I'm saying this not because, because I too, I support his work, from time to time. So, well, how can one?
Honestly, just you can follow me, you can share my videos, and you can also donate. That is basically what. And honestly,
where do they donate? Where do they donate?
I mean, it is money, right? Money, right?
It's money, right? But where do they donate it, right?
PayPal. I cannot. If anyone wishes to actually, you can go on my Patreon to actually donate, right? But if anyone wants to actually make a one-time donation to my to this conversation, to this present conversation, I can actually give you my PayPal account. Please send me a DM, a direct message on, or my Nigerian bank account. I can give you a PayPal account. I have a friend in the US that can actually send it directly to me, or my Nigerian bank account. I can actually share it with you.
And everything he's doing, he's very honest. He tells you exactly what he's doing. So
you can always ask me what your money is for, what your money was used for. You will even immediately you send it, you will see what I use it for. So I'm very, very open with things like this, because it is very important. Openness is very important when it comes to money, especially with Nigeria.
Absolutely.
So thank you for the opportunity to actually come on here. Honestly, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Any day, anytime. And I'll keep bringing you from time to time just so you can. Because I don't know, guys. A lot of these deconstruction conversations happen behind a camera and microphone. Not every day you see someone, trying to deconstruct on the streets. A couple of people have already started now. I think Success the Fearless, I think he started going now on the streets. So yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Anyway, people, thank you all so much. Let me try and get some sleep.
Thank you.
All right,
enjoy the night.
Tomorrow, please, if you have any broken phones, broken tablets, broken truck, if you even have a broken rocket, if your rocket is broken, if your airplane did not work, your children's toys
What about broken vibrator? Talking about toys.
Listen,
Yes,
even
please.
better. Yes, all the vibrations. Please, we are going to NSPPD tomorrow. We're going to go and pray for all your items, and they will
If
work.
na me, I go carry broken vibrator come out.
Before now. Yes, now. But they will ask you, what are you doing with the vibrator?
Church Abasa.
No, but they will ask you, what are you doing with the vibrator?
It is not their business.
No, they will ask now, man, bringing out vibrators. You don't want us to go and be thinking something with you.
I say it's an inanimate object now.
Okay. Inanimate objects. Oh my goodness. Ring lights. You have ring lights? Broken ring. In fact, those people said that the thing that I noticed about all of them is that these are poor people. Oh. These are poor people. Look at the microwave. You mean that's microwave got broke down? You didn't get rid. You went and bought another a cheap microwave. You bought that one. That one is broken. You now went and bought a cheap mic. Oh my goodness. Jerry Eze ought to be ashamed to display those things online. You need to be ashamed. Well, this scammer has no shame.
All right, guys, take care.
Okay, everybody. Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night. You have a bomb that has failed to behind the scene. It's not that type of one.
Yes, now.
Behind the scene.
I will bring. It's an inanimate object. I'll bring it to the church. He will help me detonate it.
Can you imagine? It's an inanimate object, a bomb. Away. To destroy. Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys. Good night. Yeah. Horses and riders, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Yes, good night.